2024 NFL schedule release sneak peek. Here are 7 things we already know about this year's slate of games. With the NFL draft officially in the rearview mirror, there's only one big event left on the NFL's off-season calendar, and that's the release of the schedule. The only problem with this year's release is that no one seems to have any idea when the schedule is actually going to come out. The only thing we know for sure is that the schedule will definitely be released at some point in May, and we know that because the NFL has already announced that, for the past 2 years, the schedule has been released on the second Thursday in May, but with that date coming up on May 9th, it's looking more and more like the NFL won't be sticking to that date for 2024. At this point, it seems like May 15th or 16 would make the most sense, but nothing is set in stone. Although we don't know when the schedule will be released, we do already know several things about the 2024 schedule, so let's check them out. Thursday night opener in Kansas City. The defending Super Bowl champion annually plays host in the opening game of the season, which means that barring something unforeseen, the Chiefs will be the home team in the Thursday night opener. Their home schedule consists of the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Ravens, Bengals, Texans, Saints and Buccaneers, so the NFL will have plenty of juicy games to choose from, including a possible AFC title game rematch with Baltimore. The Bengals and Texans would also qualify as attractive options. The NFL generally tries to avoid putting divisional games in the opener, so the Chargers, Raiders and Broncos likely won't be playing in Kansas City in Week 1. NFL set to play in Brazil for the first time. São Paulo will be hosting the NFL's first ever game in Brazil, and that will be coming in Week 1. The Eagles will be hosting the Packers in a rare Friday game that will stream exclusively on Peacock on September 6th. International series will also feature games in London and Munich. The NFL will be playing 4 games in Europe this year, with 3 games in London and 1 game in Germany. For the slate of games in England, the Bears, Vikings and Jaguars will each serve as the home team in 1 game. As for the game in Germany, the Panthers will serve as the home team for the NFL's second regular season game ever in Munich. Jaguars could be going back-to-back in London for the second straight season. According to Jacksonville.com, the Jags are expected to play back-to-back games in London for the second straight season. The Jags will host 1 game and then serve as the visiting team in 1 game, which will likely come against the Bears. Christmas doubleheader that will make history. For just the 3rd time in 75 years, the NFL will be playing on a Wednesday, and that will be happening this year because December 25th falls on a Wednesday in 2024. So yup, that means the NFL will be giving us a doubleheader on Christmas. Teams could be given 2 short week games. The NFL owners approved a rule in March 2023 that now allows teams to play 2 short week games. This means that several teams could end up playing multiple games this year on just 3 days rest. This will make it much easier to schedule the 2 Christmas games. The 4 teams playing on December 25th are expected to play on the prior Saturday. Every home and away opponent for all 32 teams. Although we don't know the time and dates for any game yet this year, we do know who each team will be playing, and you can check out the home and away opponents for all 32 teams by clicking here. The NFL schedule release has become a major off-season event for the league, and this year should be no exception.